So we're always asked what we're up to, and people always say, well, Laurie and Gary, they're up to a lot of things, so if you can just focus on one thing and tell us what we're doing. We try to do that, but we're not very good at it. So what we're doing right now is creating a little bit of an information video here to tell you the broad strokes of everything that we're doing and how it's kind of interconnected.
Here today, we're putting together Impact Hub. We're putting together some virtual reality and some travel stuff. We're here at the Bridge with our co-work space. Got lots of things going on, so we're going to tell you a little bit about what we're doing now.
So INTONOVUS Canada is our not-for-profit, and we've designed that. It's about a year and a half old now. Yep. It's specifically created in order to partner with any kind of project or initiative that's going on. So whether you're an individual, a corporation, a cooperative, a collective, a not-for-profit, a charity, any kind of entity that's working towards moving social impact forward, INTONOVUS Canada is built specifically to partner with you to help move your initiative forward.
For the past 2 years, we've had this journey of bringing Impact Hub to Calgary, and we're really at the goal line right now.
We're really close, yeah. So in order to do that, we have partnered with the Bridge here, which is the location that we're at. We actually happen to be in Media Lab right now, so thumbs up to Kyle. He's standing right behind you. Impact Hub is a global network of innovators who are focusing on social enterprise and social impact. And so a lot of them have co-work spaces, some of them have programming, and we're actually adding a social enterprise venture fund to ours.
Right, which is really, really the cool thing. So we're going to actually have some of these innovators, social entrepreneurs actually get funded. It's been a challenge for them in the past. And so we're putting together the Social Enterprise Venture Fund.
Do you want to talk a little bit about crowdfunding too?
Sure. So one of the things that we think is an emerging way to do some funding is to invite everybody. And that's really what a term of crowdfunding is. So we're going to do a number of campaigns that allows the general public who in the past may not have been able to invest in a certain enterprise now has a forum to do so. So we're going to do a lot of those interesting ones. One of the things that I'm interested in, and Laurie as well, is virtual reality, augmented reality, mixed reality, that kind of segment. We're doing a number of interesting things there. And so we're going to use that technology to build a bit of our ecosystem of diversifying our economy. And we're hoping that we can do some of the stuff right here with Media Lab with Kyle.
Yeah, what we think is that if you bring two companies together, one that's whatever kind of company and one that's a technology that can support and augment each other, you can actually grow and scale faster.
We're both also part of a group called the Rainforest, which is a group of technology people in Calgary that are trying to grow and diversify in our economy. And out of that, we learned about these what we call these 5 or 6 emerging technologies that came from the Gartner Hype Cycle. And we matched them up with certain industries and businesses that we have in Alberta and Calgary, such as oil and gas, agriculture, things like that. And the 5 emerging technologies are VR, AR, artificial intelligence, blockchain, 5G, advanced manufacturing. We created this matrix about how can any one of those technologies help any of these industries or businesses as we move into the next economy. On the same front, we're trying to find these technologies who have got this great technology. They don't know what need is needed in the business community. So we're trying to form these collisions between businesses, industries, and these emerging technologies.
Right. That's an overview of kind of what we're doing now. I just kind of want to skip back to Impact Hub for a second, because within Impact Hub, here at the Bridge, with our partnership with Jess and Lena Huffman, there's a lot of programs and initiatives that we're in the process of creating. So we're a partner with Spring Activator out of Vancouver. And so what we were doing when we were thinking about launching Impact Hub here in Calgary over the past 2 years, I was looking all over the place, all over the world for content that we could curate so that we wouldn't have to build anything new. What we discovered after 2 years of research was that Spring Activator has created Impact First business development workshops, seminars, and coaching tools for social entrepreneurs.
Yeah, particularly guaranteed for or geared for social enterprises. So it was a perfect fit. We are now a city chapter for Spring. So we've got the 3 kind of components. We've got the space here at the Bridge, our co-work space. We've got this programming from Spring Activator that we're going to be bringing here and launching, and the Social Enterprise Venture Fund that we're going to be launching soon. So Spring has been around for about 5 years out of Vancouver. They have, over the course of the last 4 or 5 years, have had over 400 people go through their programming. Over $12 million of investment has gone into some of those people who've gone through their programs. That is unheard of, certainly in Alberta.
Especially in social enterprise.
Especially in social enterprise. So we're going to bring some, obviously that content works. We put the fund together so they can fund those good businesses that have been now and various accelerators and incubators that aren't really providing exactly for social enterprises. We now have that base.
Right. So anybody that has any content or programs or workshops that would tie into supporting social innovators and social entrepreneurs to launch, grow, and inspire their businesses, we will want to tie you into what we're doing. So if you know any of those people, let us know. Some of our other programming is, Lena Huffman's really primary purpose for starting the bridge 2 years ago was to launch a parentpreneur co-work space. Yep. So we've taken on that vision. We totally believe in that. We think that kids need to be open and see their parents working and become knowledgeable about what it is to run your own business. We also think it needs to be easier for parents to run their own businesses. So the bridge is intended to, as part of Impact Hub, be a family-friendly, professional work environment. So Kids Welcome will work with our community members here to support parents who need to have meetings or have blocks of time to work. Yeah,
and one of the other ones we're going to launch early is a slow accelerator just for women entrepreneurs. So we don't have anything like that in Calgary or many in Canada at all. So again, we're going to disrupt the industry a little bit, do something very much needed here. We know that a growing segment of entrepreneurs are women. They've got great ideas. They have all the energy and talent, and we just need a place for them to grow their business.
That's right. And what about all those entrepreneurs out there like us that I was sick the last couple of weeks, so my mental health is suffering because I'm so far behind. So we're also working into our offering is mental health workshops, supports, and programming to support entrepreneurs. We know that entrepreneurs are actually more at risk of having mental health issues.
Stressful. And most first-time entrepreneurs in particular don't know what they're getting into from that aspect of it, and it's overwhelming, and they just need something. They just need some place to help.
One of my personal passions is rural entrepreneurship. So we've been partnering with, or in discussions, partnering with different rural communities throughout Alberta, and maybe even in Inverness, Scotland.
Yes, let's do that.
Because they have a really cool rural entrepreneurship program there. So we're really interested in supporting entrepreneurs we want to create small cluster virtual and local incubators and accelerators. So utilizing the resources that are in local communities and rural environments and helping provide some of our supports and resources to them. So the kids and people who are starting businesses in rural don't have to come into the city to do it.
Right.
Sometimes those kids don't go back. We don't want that.
We're connectors. And through all these initiatives, we find people and they find us. And one of them is a really interesting guy called Brian Fry. He had a company called Rat Force out in Trail, BC, Little Trail. Did amazing stuff, was the largest business that did data cloud stuff, and is now creating innovation hubs in rural centers and places that need to transform a bit, and doing some amazing projects.
I think one of our main goals is, my main goal, I think is yours too, and Jess and Lena's is, so we have sort of this mantra of making Calgary a social enterprise city. So we know that in Alberta, especially, the vast majority of businesses are small, medium-sized enterprises. We're actually focusing a lot on the pico and micro, where, businesses that have less revenues less than $1 million, or employees less than 5 or whatever. Sure. I don't know what the criteria is, but we want to support that part of the ecosystem that's actually driving our economy in an unknown, uncelebrated way. So it's a subset of the startup community, is the social enterprise community, right?
Yeah, and one of the things on that we've noticed, particularly with millennials, very interested in being entrepreneurs and social entrepreneurs.
That's right.
Seeing a big movement all over the world for that, and we're seeing it here really in Calgary as well. So we want to be able to support them.
Yeah.
So kind of in summary, we do a lot of things. As you can just tell, and it is all connected. And sometimes it's always challenging when we're talking to people to really articulate that. So we're kind of hoping that we can use this video as a way to maybe communicate a little bit more effectively with everybody. And if you have to listen to this 22 times to get it, maybe that's what you need to do. But anything else?
Yeah, of course, there probably is, but we could go on forever, but I don't think we should. So if you have any questions or have any ideas or have any thoughts around what we talked about, and maybe you're interested, seriously, give us a call, drop us an email, because we are really here as activators, ecosystem builders, ecosystem supporters, supporting you as an entrepreneur, supporting you as somebody who's supporting social impact. We want to make sure that you can connect with the people that you want to. That might be us helping you do that.
Great.
Thanks for listening.